The AFC West now looks like this. Kansas City, 1 barely holding on. It's like a mountain climber just barely holding on. Then Denver, then the Chargers, who just lost Justin Herbert, and the Raiders, who don't know who to fire now. How are those cigars, fellas? Give me a break. Come on.
Hey, they got shut out and still covered. Pretty good.
It was close.
Lost by
covered, yeah.
Right. Should the Chiefs be scared of the Broncos?
Okay, see, this is where we're 44 minutes into the show, and we jumped the shark on the Chiefs commentary.
I don't know.
No one at this table thinks the Chiefs are scared of the Broncos. Greg, even Greg. Greg, listen. I don't know what you're going to say.
Greg,
I didn't hear you. I didn't hear you on
different.
Carton this morning, so I'm going to be, surprised by it. But let's just say, for the sake of argument, the Chiefs end up with the 2 seed. They would be thrilled if the 7 seed is Denver.
Would they?
Yes.
Why?
What? Well, I'll give you 2 reasons. One is because this Broncos team, to me, the bigger story from yesterday is that Justin Herbert's, a lost season there, and the Chargers as a whole melting. And by the way, Russ's numbers actually should have been better because Jerry Jeudy didn't drag his foot on an easy touchdown.
Right.
I mean, Jerry Jeudy's knucklehead, it would appear, on some of that stuff.
Overcoming that.
Yeah. But no, we can give credit to Sean Payton for having this team be viable for the playoffs this late in the year and not pretend as if they are a credible threat to any of the actual contenders. We can say that. Go.
I'll be quick, Greg. Quick.
Go ahead.
Look, the Chiefs, and I'm assuming Denver, if Denver gets to the playoffs, the Chiefs should be like, for lack of a better word, scared, like everybody. They should take they are not what they were in the past this year. And so if it's Denver, if it's Jacksonville, if it's whoever else slides in there, Cleveland, I don't care. The Chiefs have to be worried about everybody in the playoffs.
Look, you guys are jumping straight to the playoffs. They should be worried about trying to win this division.
Okay, that's
They haven't been in this type of a division race since 2017.
That's ridiculous.
We think it's ridiculous. Do we believe that the Chiefs are just going to rip off these last few games?
Oh, who do they play?
Do we believe?
Who do they play on Sunday?
Best
run defense?
Actually.
I know you thought that they were going to take
hold
their
on.
business.
They play the Patriots. You think they're going to win that game?
If Bailey Zappi scored.
I do think they'll win that game.
Okay, thank you.
I do think they'll win that
They
game.
play the Raiders, they play the Chargers, and they play sandwiched in between those the Bengals, who, to be fair,
will be tough.
they have the man on top.
Bengals will be tough.
In Arrowhead on New Year's Eve, I don't think it's going to be that tough.
Hey,
No one's
Everything's tough for the
Arrowhead
Chiefs.
now.
Everything's tough for the Chiefs.
You can't. That's my point.
Everything is tough.
This is a real issue right now.
All right, mark this tape, America.
Please.
You guys talking about the Chiefs being scared of Denver. So the Chiefs are done. as
Denver
contenders.
already beat them. You're acting like we're talking about
They scored
the Chiefs playing
wild
LSU.
in 2 games against Denver.
Hold on.
They already beat them.
Denver beat
They
them.
beat them once, and then they got very, very close. Went into your opened up the
you
frame.
are, you are correct,
Made
Wilds,
themselves at
that
home.
the Chiefs are
Slippers and everything.
Wilds is right. The Chiefs are only 15-1 against Denver over the last 16 games.
Let's talk about years ago.
Right.
Okay, then
Talk about Drew Lock.
Let's talk about the Sean Payton era.
Hold on. All right, wait. So they're 1-1. So wait, hold on. I just want to make sure everyone understands, most notably me, of the teams the Chiefs could play in the first round, be it Houston, Cleveland, teams you mentioned.
Yeah.
You think Denver would be harder than those teams?
Absolutely. I'm going to tell you why. You do not want to play a divisional team. You don't want that. I don't care who you are. When you have to play a team and beat them, well, they wouldn't be beating them 3 times.
Exactly.
Playing them 3 times,
We're playing
it's a
5D chess with
challenge.
that
Oh,
loss.
because you lost when
Yeah,
you got one.
exactly. Exactly.
The loss is actually good.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. Hard to
We
beat a
shall
team 3
see.
times. Not hard to beat a team twice. They beat Denver twice every year.
Dak
That's the way they do
MVP.
it.
He's the favorite now. Brock Purdy takes an L, even though he had a career high.
I thought
that's one of the best linemen ever.
That's correct. No, and those are strong words from Trent. Well, you guys didn't play. He said more. I'll be fair here, because Purdy, you guys asked me what it would take to be impressed. I thought Purdy played impressively yesterday. And we've got, let me show you a quote from Trent and from Christian McCaffrey. He's a baller, man. I don't know why that's ever been in question. Just hate to see him get slighted all the time, because I feel like he's such a good talent, such a good quarterback. He's the main reason we're playing so well. Christian McCaffrey, such a talented quarterback. He doesn't get enough credit in my eyes at all. He's a great leader, super smart, can make any throw, just a great guy to be around.
Perfect.
Right? Brew's out here taking victory lap. Hubs, can you put the date on that? Oh, it's on Jimmy Garoppolo from a year and 3 weeks ago. So take your Trent Williams, claw it, and shove them. As you do, you should have seen Green Wild doing all.
I should have known.
I wish you would have had the camera on.
Exactly. And Wild too. They're so happy.
I will give
so
you
I'll
that.
be very quick here.
That's a
Just
good
show.
one.
Listen, can we just show
That's a good one.
Dak and Purdy's numbers?
So close.
To me, the numbers are a wash.
Yep.
Purdy's got him beaten passer rating. Dak hasn't beaten touchdown, interception ratio, and team points per game. But they are so close across the board. Statistically speaking, it is a wash. The quarterback wins, folks. It's a wash. They're both 10-3.
Yep.
So then it really, to me, is as simple as, Brew, not slighting at all the talent around Dak. One guy is doing it with far better weapons than the other. So if the numbers are the same, the team's record is the same, the scoring is the same, should the obvious point be, okay, well, whose degree of difficulty is at least slightly higher? And it is clearly Dak's.
Well,
and so that's to me why he deserves a jump.
There's some truth to that. And if that, I think it's really close. And we talked in the break who's in it. I think these two are the clear front runners right now. Okay, maybe Tyreek will creep in, and if Dak plays great through these next, they're in their gauntlet now. We saw Philly just go 3-2 through their gauntlet. Dallas is in theirs now. If Dak is great, even if they don't win out, but they maybe lose one of these and he's great throughout, and Purdy falters at some point, I'm fine with it. But right now, I would say you brought up why you would go Dak. What about head-to-head? And I know they're two quarterbacks, so they're not facing each other. But Dak, not only was Purdy great in that game, Dak was bad, okay? And if you bring in the Philly games, right? So the best competition. Purdy's been great against Dallas, against Philly, against Jacksonville. Dak, again, not yet. He's been great in the one big game.
He was great in both Philly games.
He was good in that game, but he wasn't really great. Yes, he was very good yesterday.
Okay.
All right. So I think that the head-to-head and the big matchups. And Purdy, Nick, here's the other thing about Purdy. He is leading the league in touchdown percentage. Now, Dak has thrown the ball almost 100 times more than Purdy. I think 91 passes more than Purdy. Yet he only has 3 more touchdowns than Purdy. All right, so Purdy's touchdown percentage, he's leading the league. Let me show you his yards per attempt, too, quickly. Purdy has the highest yards per attempt.
Ever, right?
In 69 years. All right, 69 years. He's slightly ahead of Kurt Warner in that. So, I mean, this dude is having an historic season. Yes. And you're right, he's got great talent around him. I'm not denying that. But the dude is doing everything you could ask him to do.
He's having an historic season. I'm not trying to take anything away from Brock Purdy. I think he's had a fantastic season, and so are the other guys around him, which is why yards after catch, they're third in the National Football League. Okay. Even yesterday, he threw for 300 yards. They had 192 yards after the catch.
Can I ask
those
a
are
question?
Things that don't get added into these.
Not trying to be like a smart aleck. Does that have anything to do with where Brock Purdy's putting the ball?
So it does.
Right.
It does.
You know that.
However, but I do know this because I was a big yards after the catch individual. But when you catch the ball 6, 7, 8 yards down the field, and you have a history of just breaking plays open, which Deebo Samuel does, which CMC does, you got to give him a little bit more credit.
Okay, more first things first next.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get more from the show and to check out clips from other shows on FS1.